Hey everyone, so I wanted to ask a question. We know Maddie McCann's case that I'm covering, and it seems that I'm called to these specific cases which I've explained, and the reason has come out even before I explained it. But then recently another case has been brought to my attention which I didn't have an idea on. You probably know by now I live under a rock, but seeing as I've been I've had to look into like the Maddie case before I started the readings. I looked into it because I had no clue. I just knew that, you know, there was a girl that went missing, etc, etc. So I looked into a couple of the crime documentaries, and then and that reminds me, you'll find a interlude on Maddie of a question I pose, and I'm going to share my answer as well, and also taken in regards to your answers, and then share why I've asked it, and then pose another question as well and see how we answer it, and see how we either all disagree, don't disagree. Everything's constructive in this, but it's to neutralize and then bring to perspective, not prospect, what I've been stating. Now, the recent case that's been brought to my attention is Summer Wells, okay? Now, either my September predictions are so accurate that when we hit the mid to third week of September, our solar plexus chakra was deprived and the sacral supported. That has come through 100%, because my solar plexus from yesterday is just not okay at all, and all today as well. And I recorded a video earlier that's going to go up, and you're probably going to see that I mentioned in the reading about my gut, and that's to do with the solar plexus also being a bit blocked, so I have to clear that. But that's where September is coming, and you might not feel it. It's because I'm an empath and I feel things along with my psychic abilities, intuitive abilities. So back to this question. So what I did is I actually, before I just recorded this new video on the community page, you'll find I put like a human design and an astrology chart, and I said, I'm working on this, can you guess who this is? It's not a client, the life purpose that I do coaching on, and the natal chart and life purpose readings on. No one's guessed, but no one's paid attention to me. So I've just done that recording, and actually I thought that I'd finish everything that I'd had noted in one session that I thought would be about half an hour. So I was like, there might not be another video until another few weeks when I do a proper channeling, but I think there will be follow-ups because I'm actually doing it. You'll see how it is, so you'll let me know in that content of this beautiful soul, if you, and you know which one I'm talking about, okay, when you see it, if you like the way I'm going to take it step by step. And I pulled tarot, and I was like, shall I do a reading on Summer Wells? Now I know when my energy gets, when I start looking into these cases that are very deep, it's very draining, demanding. Channeling is very draining and demanding, and I don't think people recognize how draining and demanding it is. It's not worth, like, people think that, oh, they're just on YouTube, you know, they're sat on, you know, I've had comments of people that I've just had to disregard. It takes work to put up work on this channel, and I'm not just doing, okay, I'll show you how to, you know, set up a TV or whatever it is. I'm channeling, that takes energy, and it's free content. Unless someone is, you know, feeling that they would like to donate or something via the PayPal. So my energy can't be scattered all over cases, because I know there are some tarot readers that are doing cases and they're doing everyday tarot readings on different cases, but they're not channeling. If they put channeling interview, mediumship interview, you'll be able to know if there is actually that channeling coming through in some of the readings. In some of the readings it is just tarot, and when it's just tarot it's fine, but I cannot kind of do that in certain cases. So I asked the tarot, I was like, show me, I said, pull out certain cards, show me these cards to do a reading on X person, Summer Wells, right now. Because there's two elements to this, and I've actually taken a note in my phone just in case, until Spirit allows me to come through with a reading. And it might be I got a no twice to do a reading on Summer Wells, because I was actually going to do it just through, without connecting to her, more or less just psychic abilities with the tarot as I'm going along. It might be that actually neutralize, sit with yourself, because I have a gut feeling about it, and I have things to say on it as well. Gut feeling, and really, you know, just not necessarily channeling, because I don't want to do that where I'm trying to stay on the two cases I'm covering. Just like if Spirit comes through, great, but not where I take days out like I did for Maddie and Nicola, to bring forward the signs I was seeing and stuff. When I say days out, it sounds like I said meditate for hours during that day. No, it's been like I sit quietly on a day or another day, etc. And twice it said no. So either timing, or either that Spirit wants me to actually sit quietly and actually listen to what I want to say on it as well. But I do think that I'll be doing a reading on it. Right now is not the right time, and maybe it's because the answer that I got a yes to twice after I asked that question was this new reading that's going up, that I think is going to be a bit of a journey until we get to the channeling stage. But I feel, again, tapping into Spirit in and out. So you'll be able to see that video. Let me know in the comments if you can guess who it is, or if you do guess after I've put it up who it is. So we've got Maddie, we've got Summer, and then most recently, a name I wasn't aware of was Sara Shariff, who I think might be originally father of Asian descent, and mother Polish, father Pakistani. Was living with her father, who wedded a new, got married again, and I think 6 other siblings, or 5. I think it was 7 of them altogether. Don't quote me, because I'm just going into this. What is the similarity between all those cases? Summer Wells is in Utah, Tennessee in the US. It happened in 2021. She was 5. Maddie, it was in 17? Oh. I think it's 17 it happened. May, I forgot. Is it 2017 and 2014 when she was born? I have to go back, because I've not thought about what I'm actually going to say. I know what I want to say in this. And she was 3 years old, from the UK, but it happened in Portugal. And then we have Sara Shariff, who, again, from the UK. I believe she might have been around, what, 5 years old? Happened in the UK. Are there any differences between these cases? Which I believe there will be, obviously. But what is the one or any similarity that you think there is in these cases. And I think there's one big similarity, yet they differ, not only in terms of what might have happened or tying them into a certain context or thread that's very similar in what happened, but I look at them and I think, take Sara and Maddie. If Sara's family could have got away with continuing to be on the run, which, you know, they were on the run, it was maybe time was coming down, you know, whatever it is. But I think two things here. They probably couldn't continue because maybe they didn't have what they needed to stay alive. I don't know how it is over there. There's no way that they were coming back to the UK and thinking they wasn't going to get caught in the airport. So they came back, they knew they were going to get caught. There was guilt, obviously, or something that the father had felt to call from Pakistan that evening, that, what did he report? Is missing, or her body, or something like that, and they found her body after he fled. Kids are taken into care, I don't know if Pakistan or in the UK. Summer Wells, her brothers were taken into care after about a month. Maddie not. Maddie's parents returned. I believe, I'm not sure, Sara Shariff's father might have been a British citizen. I am not sure. But what's a big difference between Maddie's parents and Sara Shariff's parents? And I would probably say as well, Summer's a bit slightly different, not only because of the US, because I think there's other involvement and they didn't leave the country. But do you think if Sara Shariff's parents, father, mainly because it's a stepmom, had the backup, had the protection, had the one second. Had the oh, sorry guys, sorry, just doing that. The elite, connection, knowings, ties, allegedly, disclaimer, disclaimer, this is for entertainment purposes only, would they have returned, and confessed? Would they have been captured? I know we're dealing with, the difference here is that a body's been found in the UK, but I can't help to ponder if it was Maddie's case with different parents, allegedly, my opinion, no contact with whoever they know or the ties, that they wouldn't have been arrested or investigated, interrogated when they returned upon the disappearance of this little girl. The similarity, all the parents know what happened. Summer, Maddie, Sara. Now Sara could be a different aspect as well. If her home life was quite religious, if her father was quite religious, if he was truly religious, I would suspect that he knows he needs to open up to whatever's happened. I haven't looked into it. It might have been an accident, you know. It might have been an accident, but there might be other stuff there, which is not acceptable stuff, maybe. But what we do know is aside from Maddie, there was a concern. Again, a letdown, where I say Nicola bullies, what's the point? What's the point of law enforcement? What's the point of this? What's the point of that? Same with Maddie. In Sara's, what's the point when social services were knew of the child? She was known to that county, she was known to social services, she was known to welfare. And I mention it in this next video that's coming up, that's nothing to do with a child's case, but a beautiful soul that even in the video you'll find that I'm taking it really, really seriously. I'm quite tense, as if I'm channeling prophecy. Because I want to be really, really certain on the voice that I get out there. I think he's likely to confess either way, if he was truly religious in his faith. His faith, I presume, would have been Islam, divine connection with God. But I just wanted to put that out there. And again, yet a failure. And what I mentioned in the video of channeling this, you know, the beautiful soul that I'm going to do several parts on, is that until it gets to a tragedy, and it's funny, I opened with that, and the soul that came through wanted me to end in some sort of note on that as well, confirming how I opened it up. Like until you're on your deathbed, suicidal, or something goes tragically wrong, nothing would have harmed or cost for, if you know that a kid is on, you know, there's been welfare checks, there's been suspect because she'd turn up at school maybe, I don't know, bruised, I've got no idea. Allegedly, my opinion, this is for entertainment purposes only, please use your discernment, go research the facts, look at what you want to look into. What would harm you, whether it's Nicola's, whether it's whatever it is, Sara's case, to do after a month a spot check? Just an unexpected visit. Nicola's wouldn't have happened after a month because the 10th was the welfare check. but Sara. Because if that girl was subject to, let's say, abuse or physical abuse from stepmom, dad, whoever, maybe not known as bad to one of the other, you're going to see it on the child. So I just find, again, we see how the difference of you understand the connection can really alter some things. I hope this was clear as I can make it. Let me know if you would be interested in a little bit on Summer Wells. I think it needs connecting to, but I think that case really got to me because it was 2001, and I think it's pretty messed up that in 2001 that is also happening. I mean, Sara was this year, 2023, but I think with Summer, it's a different kind of aspect. So I just wanted to put that out there. Everyone's free of their opinion, but I just pondered about it. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please do like, subscribe if you wish to, and help support the channel. It really does help me then put in more time of my free time when I can to put out more content for you and continue in between what I'm trying to do in terms of, like, obviously my appointments with the clients and stuff like that. So take care, and I look forward to your comments. Bye for now.